Good morning, happy Tuesday, and yes, it is a sunny day in San Diego today. I am, let's have a look, where are my banners and things? I am Andrea Kuchin. In case you've not been here before, I am with PhD in Follow-Up, and my Home Biz Tips is our live stream that helps and inspires business owners. You can reach me at my email, andrea@phdinfollowup.com. You can call or text on 858-252-1190. We've been broadcasting live for nearly 2 years, and we've been helping business owners for 10 years close more sales and increase customer loyalty and generate more referrals from the people they know by using really awesomely fabulous follow-up techniques, right? PhD and follow-up. Don't know why that says that twice. PhDinfollowup.com. Okay, so today we're going to talk about prospects, and not only prospects, but targeted prospects, right? Not to be confused with leads. In fact, while we're on the subject, what is the difference between a lead and a target, right? So the difference is interest level, right? So you've probably seen, if you're a business owner, you probably got bombarded with emails from people saying, hey, I can help you with your leads. You can buy a list of leads from me, and you'll be able to communicate with them, and they're going to want to be involved in your business, and you're going to make a fortune, and they're only so many cents each, you know, or $4 each or something like that. And that I would not, well, it's up to you. Obviously, everything is up to you, but I would not recommend getting involved in anything like that, because that's just a lead of names and email addresses. You don't know how relevant they are, how up to date they are. You don't know whether these people are even looking for anything that's like what you've got. And also you don't know how many other hundreds of companies have bought the same list of leads. So I wouldn't be involved. I wouldn't get involved in something like that if I were you. Now, a lead is supposed to be somebody who has already expressed an interest in whatever it is that you're offering, right? So if I had been looking on Amazon for coffee beans, organic coffee beans, right? And I don't know if this is even possible, but say that somebody had been looking in Amazon and they saw that I've been looking for coffee, then they could approach me. I would be a lead for them because they know I'm looking for coffee. So now the coffee selling company can come and sell me coffee. I mean, I don't know whether that's how it works with Amazon. I mean, you hear that Amazon and Google and everybody sell all your information to everybody all the time, which is why when you've looked for coffee, you suddenly see that all the ads that that you see everywhere are connected to coffee or whatever it is. So I believe that's true, but this is me talking. This is not an expert, but I'm trying to explain what a lead is. We have funnels that we set up to encourage people to find us and give us their information, right? You might, for example, have a landing page that says something like, on your website, you might have download this free report on something or other, or download my free meditation audio or something like that, in order to interact and in order to get somebody's email address. That person is a lead, right? Because they've actually expressed an interest in the business that you are in, right? So the first part of the conversation has already happened. Yes, they want information from you. They're interested in your subject, your product, your service, whatever it is you offer. And if they've given you their email address, Your autoresponder, your funnel thing, probably has a section that says, do you really want to subscribe? Because I've got to ask you this in order to be allowed legally to email you. So all that stuff should be part of your funnel system. And then you say, right, you got my free download. So would you like my $5 or my $7 upgrade for something else? Or would you like to do some brainstorming with me? Or would you like to buy my training course that I've just done, or whatever it is? It sort of takes them through a series of steps. That's a funnel. Anyway, so when you've got your landing page up there and people are coming, they are leads because they've been attracted to your product or service, because of some marketing material somewhere, right? It could have been something you put on social media, doesn't matter. That's a lead. Now, a step before the lead is before the conversation starts, which is your prospect. Now, prospecting is something, actually, it's associated with gold as well, isn't it? Prospecting, you're going to look for gold. This is exactly the same. When you prospect for gold, you look at a map and you look at where other people have found gold, and you go over there, and then you get experts to sort of do little experiments into the soil to see if that is a good place, or into the water, or wherever it is, whether there is any gold there at all. And then somebody might say, actually, I found a little chunk. So then you think that's a really good place to go and start digging, and hopefully you'll be able to get gold, as in serious quantities of gold, so a good panful or two, not just a little crumb. But it's a little hit and miss, right? You're sort of, covering a whole area and praying that you're going to get what you want. You spray and pray, you cover a wide area and you hope that you'll find somebody. Well, prospecting for people in your business is the same, right? You go to a particular networking group because you think that that's where you might meet people who might be interested, or you go to particular events, or you join particular social media groups or meetups or something, because you're hoping that in that environment, you will find people who are interested, but they're just prospects. You're also taught when you run a business, at least you are if you're working with a good coach or you're reading the right kind of books, you're taught to identify the person who is your ideal client, right? In the MLM industry, and I think, some others, they're referred to now also as avatars. So you need to identify your avatar, right? So your avatar might be, let me think, I'm trying to use an example that's not too close to my own business. Right. Okay. Say you're a health coach and you're helping people lose weight. Somehow this is such a good example. People always go to the weight loss example because it's so easy for people to understand, even if they haven't had that as an issue. It's still so easy. So we'll work with that. So you're a coach and you have a weight loss product, and your weight loss product is particularly targeted because of the packaging and the taste to men in middle age, and also because it's got a bit of testosterone thrown in, something like that. So your ideal prospect then would be a man who's middle-aged, right? So you wouldn't be going to a meetup group or joining a Facebook group where there are mums with toddlers. Wrong audience, right? So your prospects, if you like, are your audience, and you want to target them. In other words, for you, it's like, instead of spraying and praying all over the place, you hone in on the details of the person you're looking for. And that is who you go for, right? So you're looking for men, you're looking for a certain age, 40s, 50s, 60s, that kind of age. You're looking for men who might be interested in losing weight, even if they're not particularly introduced in fitness and health, but but definitely interested in weight loss, potentially also interested in fitness and health, right? Potentially. Now, why do you think they might not actually be doing whatever it is that they need to do to lose weight? What do you think might be missing? Think it's possible they might be really busy business owners who don't have time, or entrepreneurs who are running their own business, something like that. So that might be a categorization. What about what area of the world they'll live in? You know, where can you ship this product to? Is it only the US? You know, do you have a shop and you need people to come into your shop, which means that your prospects would only be in your town? Or is this global? You see? So if somebody is talking about an avatar, or if somebody is talking about your ideal client, or if somebody is talking about your perfect audience, they are talking about prospects. They are talking about people that you can connect with, introduce yourself to, build a relationship with, to find out whether they are the kind of person that you might be doing business with, or vice versa, actually. But anyway, we're focusing on you right now. So the people that you could potentially sell to, these are not people who've already expressed an interest. They are people who may express an interest if they know that you exist, which is what marketing is all about, isn't it? Because if nobody knows you exist, you ain't selling anything, right? I said in my best American accent. Right. Where do they come from, these prospects? Where'd you get them? Well, you get them online. How? Well, through Facebook groups you belong to, through networking groups you belong to, things like Alignable or whatever it is. There's loads of those kind of business connecty tool things that you probably belong to, or you probably signed up for a little while ago and you're still getting their emails, but you're not necessarily actually getting any leads or anything from them. But that the potential is there. How long do you think it might take to find an ideal prospect? Well, in my experience, and this is 10 years in business, going to all sorts of networking events in person, big ones, little ones, local ones, national ones, international ones, cheap ones, free ones, phenomenally expensive ones. Ages, a very long time, an extremely long time and big amount of effort, right? But very recently, I've been introduced to a tool which I refer to as the prospect generator, that allows you to go online, put in the details of your ideal prospect exactly as I was describing to you before, exactly age, location, type of industry, interests, job and job title, all that kind of stuff, and find that person. And it takes a few seconds. And I am allowed to offer you 10 free prospects. 10. Now, it would have taken me quite a lot of effort to get 10 free prospects. Well, actually, it would have taken me quite a lot of effort to get 10 prospects at all, whether I paid for it or not. And it still would do now, even networking online. It doesn't necessarily open you up to more prospects. And I've belonged to networking groups where people give you prospects. They'll give you a phone number or an email address, and they'll tell you to go and talk to that person or to email that person. And guess what happens? Nobody ever responds, because you don't really know whether they're your ideal or not. And a cold call or a cold email is not the way people are doing it anymore. So another thing that makes my prospecting tool so spectacularly awesome is the fact that it also gives you the social media links for these people. Yes, it gives you their Facebook and their LinkedIn and anything else that is available to the general public. Now, this is not information that these prospects have given because they want to connect to you. This is information that this tool has gathered from public records online. Because anything that you put in a public place online belongs to the public, right? So my Facebook page and my Facebook business pages and my Instagram accounts and my LinkedIn account, any information that I put there available for the public is there for the general public. It's not private in any way, shape, or form, especially because on most of those platforms, I'm not even paying for an account. So that data is available. The point is, who can actually be bothered to collect it all and put it together? Who can be bothered to make a connection between Andrea Kuchin and My Home Biz Tips and PhD in Follow-Up and put them all in one place so that the information is easy to get to? Well, our prospect generator did. So you then receive, over the period of 1 month, 30 days, you will be given 10 prospects that absolutely match the targeting that you put in. In other words, the demographic and all that information that you put into the system. That's what you'll be given. And that, my friends, is worth its weight in gold. Especially because you do not have to make an awkward phone call or send a difficult email or even a text message. You can connect via social media platforms. You can get to know that person. That's your follow-up. That's what we do. That's what our business teaches you to do. PhD in follow-up. It's our follow-up stuff, right? So that's part of it. And I do know that the company that created our prospect generator is also working on tools which will make follow-up easier. But if you need help with follow-up, then that's us. So reach out to us, reach out to me, send me an email, andrea@phdinfollowup.com. In fact, do that anyway if you want 10 free prospects, right? Or text 858-252-1190. In fact, if you text this, word, prospects, to this number, then you will get, hang on, let me edit this one, prospects to 858-252-1190. So text prospects. There we go. So that's what you should do. You should text the word prospects to 858-252-1190. Then you'll get a little sort of mini website that explains a little bit about what it is. You will have a link that you can just sign up and get them. There's also a little video by somebody from the company that shows you actually the process of how you put in the areas that you want and the kind of information you get. Because I know I've already probably blown your mind with the options available, but they even go into what kind of communication style you prefer and the sort of communications that you are more likely to respond to. And all that makes it so much easier to start a conversation with somebody, right? When you know that they're the kind of person that likes all the numbers and all the detail, or they're the kind of person who just likes the top fluff, the overview stuff. Some people are interested in results, and some people are interested in how it works, different styles of communication. Actually, I'm going to talk about that one day. I'm going to talk about the bank system of identifying different types of communication styles so that you can multiply by 3 times or 300 times or 75% more success with your communication. Because anyway, I'll talk about that another day. So different communication styles. When you've collected a contact, there is also an option to do a deep dive on that contact and find out about their communication style or their preferred communication style and the sort of messages that they respond to more quickly. So text the word prospects to 858-252-1190. And if you have any questions after that, just carry on texting 858-252-1190 and we'll answer them for you. When I say these prospects are free, that there is no cost, I mean there is no cost. Not at all at any time for these 10 prospects per month. This just keeps getting better. There's no cost. You don't have to put a credit card in. You won't be asked in month 2 that if you want to have 10, you've got to subscribe. You won't get 9 the next month and then 8 the next month and then so on and so forth. That's not the way it works. You will have 10. So go get them. Go get your 10 prospects. Play with the system. See what brings you the best deals. Don't spam people. Don't spam people. We've talked about that so many times before. Don't even do it on social media. Connect properly. If you want more techniques about how to follow up, let me know. Always happy to talk about that. One of my favorite subjects, as you probably know. So please, no spamming. But go ahead, give it a go. Try. Get your 10 prospects. Let me know how you get on. I would genuinely like to know how you get on with those prospects. Obviously, all the information is also available on our website, phdinfollowup.com. And you can email me as well if you've got any questions. Andrea at phdinfollowup.com. Just checking that spelled correctly. There you go. So that's it for today. That is everything I wanted to tell you. It is actually amazingly, incredibly awesome, I have to say. I'm really excited about this, and I think it's going to change business for certainly a lot of people I know, because as small business owners, we sometimes struggle. Often we've gone into business because we wanted to provide a service or a product to people, not realizing that doing that thing was not going to be what the business was about, because we'll never get to do that thing if we're not finding people who want us to do that thing for them. And that's where it gets difficult. And I can't remember whether I mentioned this last week or not, but I was talking to a young woman who does a wonderful thing. And she said she nearly gave up because she hadn't realized how much effort marketing takes. And it was wearing her down because she was spending so much time trying to market, trying to get people for her business, that she almost gave up because it was draining her energy, making it difficult for her then to actually do the work. And she was attracting a lot of the wrong kind of people, who she'd then do brainstorming sessions with or introductory sessions with for free. And then it would turn out they weren't interested after all, because she wasn't doing it quite right or quite as efficiently as she could have done. Point is, she said to me, I nearly gave up my business, Andrea. Marketing is such hard work. I don't want you any of you to be in that position ever. It's my job here on this planet to stop that from happening for you guys. Okay, so any questions at all, just give me a shout. Connect with me on Facebook or LinkedIn or anywhere. I don't mind. I'm open. All right, that's it. Go get your prospects, people, and let me know how it goes. And that's it for today. Lots and lots of love. Big kiss. Enjoy the rest of your week and so on. And I'm just looking for our outro. Here we go. Have fun, everyone. Bye-bye.